In the heart of New York, where dreams collide with reality, one young woman stood on the edge of losing everything. But what she built next would not only save her life, but transform thousands of others. This is not just a story. It's proof that the American dream is still alive, waiting for those who dare to fight for it. The biting New York wind whipped around Elena Rodriguez as she clutched a crumpled eviction notice, its stark white paper contrasting sharply with the grimy brick of her tiny Lower East Side apartment building. Outside, the city roared, a symphony of ambition and relentless hustle, like a concrete jungle where dreams were forged and shattered with equal ferocity. But inside, her own world felt eerily silent, suffocated by the weight of failure. Her latest tech venture, a promising but flawed social app designed to connect local artists, had collapsed, leaving her with nothing but a mountain of debt and a dream that felt like ashes in her mouth. This wasn't the American dream her immigrant parents had spoken of. This was the harsh reality of its pursuit, a brutal test of endurance. The roots of a dream. Elena's story didn't begin in Manhattan, but in Queens, where her parents, Maria and Ricardo, arrived in the late 1980s with little more than worn-out suitcases, a handful of dollars, and unshakable belief in the boundless opportunities of America. They cleaned offices, drove taxis, and worked long nights, teaching Elena the value of hard work, resilience, and the belief that with enough grit, anything was possible. While other kids played outside, Elena could often be found in the local library, flipping through outdated computer manuals. She was captivated by the logic and potential of code, seeing the internet not just as a tool, but as a wide open landscape, a canvas where anyone, regardless of where they came from, could paint their destiny. Early failures. After graduating from a state university with a degree in computer science, thanks to scholarships and part-time jobs, Elena jumped into the startup world. Her first project, a local e-commerce platform for small businesses in Queens, failed. Her second, a personalized learning app for high school students, fizzled out after countless rejections from investors who said things like, "You have passion, kid, but passion doesn't pay the bills." Each failure cut deeper than the last. She would lie awake at night in her cramped apartment, staring at the ceiling as city lights blurred through unshed tears. Her parents gently suggested she take a stable job, but Elena couldn't shake the fire inside her. She felt she owed it to her parents' sacrifices to keep going, to build something meaningful. Hitting rock bottom. When her social app collapsed, the eviction notice was the final blow. With no money and nowhere to go, she couch surfed at a friend's place, feeling like a burden. But it was in the quiet aisles of the New York Public Library, not in some flashy office, that her turning point came. Watching an elderly man struggle to fill out an online form and a young mother trying to learn coding on a confusing website, Elena realized something profound. The world didn't need another app to distract people. It needed a bridge, a way to empower them. The birth of SkillBridge. That spark became SkillBridge, a simple, accessible online platform designed to teach real-world skills, from basic digital literacy to coding, in clear, bite-sized lessons. Her goal was to empower everyday people, truck drivers, stay-at-home parents, or anyone who had been left behind in the digital revolution. She sold what little she had, borrowed a laptop from a friend, and bought a one-way ticket to Silicon Valley, the land of innovation. Living in a shared house with other dreamers, Elena worked day and night. She pitched her vision everywhere: coffee shops, meetups, even laundromats. Most doors closed on her. Critics told her, "Coursera and Udemy already exist. Why would anyone use yours?" But Elena knew her niche, the underserved, the people who found most online courses intimidating and unapproachable. The struggle to survive money was tight. She survived on ramen, skipped meals, and worked anunrun till biarantilla her AC. Igiri kaninch, ibiraumchi arayarnind. Some days, she broke down and called her mother, fighting back tears, but then she'd remember her parents' courage, how they crossed oceans for a better life, and she'd pick herself back up. When a well-funded competitor called Learnify launched, it nearly crushed her spirit. But instead of giving up, Elena doubled down. She reached out to community centers, libraries, and nonprofits, offering free workshops to those who needed them the most. Slowly, SkillBridge found its first loyal users, the Frauenstrui. Her emotional turning point came in the form of an email. A single mother from rural Ohio wrote to say SkillBridge had taught her web design and helped her land her first freelance client. For the first time, I can support my kids without working 3 exhausting jobs, she wrote. Elena wept. That single success meant more than any million-dollar investment. It was proof that her mission mattered. Rising beyond the odds, word spread. Partnerships with nonprofits and libraries multiplied. What started as a small project grew into a multi-million-dollar platform with a powerful social mission. Investors who once ignored her now wanted to partner. SkillBridge became a lifeline for thousands across America. People who had once been left behind by technology were now building their own dreams. Elena, who once held an eviction notice in trembling hands, now stood in her own modern office in San Francisco, leading a team that believed in her vision. Her journey proved that the American dream isn't dead. It's alive in those who are willing to work smart, rise from failure, and create something bigger than themselves. The message: Elena's journey reminds us, success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about rising every single time you fall. The American dream isn't a handout, it's a challenge. It's a test of resilience, grit, and purpose. The most profound success, Elena says, isn't just about what you gain, but who you become in the process, and how many lives you touch along the way. If Elena's story touched you, imagine how many untold stories are out there, waiting to inspire the world. Hit like, smash subscribe, and share this video to remind someone that their comeback is just one decision away. Let's build a community of dreamers and doers together.